We tend to fool ourselves into doing what we want to do all the time. We make up a bunch of reasons why we can't do something, why we shouldn't do something, or why we will do it later. And this is a major flaw in the way that we approach life. In fact, I remember watching a video from Eddie Pinero where he talks about how we're all fooling ourselves every single day. And the whole video basically revolves around this idea that we trick ourselves into thinking we're doing things that are good for us when we really aren't. And I loved that video so much that I decided to make my own version of it, but from a different angle. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about all those sneaky ways that we deceive ourselves that keep us from taking action. We'll go through 7 different points, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys some advice on what to do instead. So let's get started. Number 1, I don't have enough time. We tell ourselves this all the time. We don't have enough time to work out, to study, to spend time with family. Time is always going to be an issue if that is the way that you choose to look at it. Think about it. If you say to yourself, I don't have enough time to do this, then your mind is always going to be searching for more time for you. So what you should say instead is, I'm not making time to do this thing. Huge difference, because once you flip it in your mind like that, now you're in problem-solving mode. You're going to start looking for ways to actually make time for what you want to do, instead of saying I don't have enough time, which is just a lie that we tell ourselves to avoid doing something that we know we need to do. Number 2, it's too expensive. I don't have enough money to invest, to buy that course, to travel. This is another big one that we say to ourselves all the time. But if you think about it, there are people who make way less than you who are still able to do the things that you want to do. There's people who make way less than you who are still able to save more than you. So when you say it's too expensive, you're really lying to yourself because you're choosing not to do something because of money. Yes, sometimes it might actually be too expensive. Like if you want to buy a Lamborghini, I understand that that's probably too expensive for most people. But in most cases, it's really just an excuse. We tell ourselves that it's too expensive to cover up our unwillingness to make sacrifices in order to do what we want to do. Because here's the truth. In order to make money, you have to first give up the things that you would rather do with your time. If you want to make money, you can't watch Netflix all day. If you want to make money, you can't waste time with people who don't want the best for you. You can't participate in gossip. You can't partake in vices. Those things are too expensive if you really want to make something of yourself. So if you're telling yourself it's too expensive, stop doing that right now. Number 3, I'm just not good enough. We use this one all the time. We say I'm just not good enough to do this thing. I'm just not smart enough. I'm just not talented enough. But here's the funny thing. Your talent does not define you. You're not defined by your talent. That's not who you are. Who you are is defined by your character, by the kind of person that you are. Are you kind? Are you honest? Are you reliable? Are you someone who keeps their promises? That's what defines you as a person. We tend to think that our skill level defines us. It doesn't. What you decide to do with what you have is what defines you. So if you're sitting around telling yourself, I'm just not good enough, guess what? You don't have to be good, you just have to take action. The world rewards action. It doesn't reward potential, it rewards action. There are tons of talented people out there who have never done anything with their talents. There are tons of intelligent people out there who have never used their intelligence. They've never applied it to anything. You can't base your sense of self-worth off of whether or not you're talented or skilled or good enough. That's not what matters. What matters is what you decide to do with what you have. So if you're struggling with this, know that you don't have to be good. Just take action. Number 4, I'm waiting for the perfect moment. We tell ourselves this one all the time. I'm just waiting for the perfect moment. Everything has to be lined up perfectly for me to do this thing. But here's the truth. You're never going to be ready. You're never going to feel like it's the right time. If you wait for the perfect moment to do something, you're never going to do it. The only way to get rid of that fear of what if I'm not ready is to do it anyway. To just jump in and do it anyway. If you really want to do something, you're going to have to learn how to do it while you're doing it. You're going to have to learn how to swim while you're in the water. There's no other way to do it. You can't learn how to swim by reading a book about swimming. So if you're telling yourself I'm just waiting for the perfect moment, that's just an excuse. You're never going to feel like it's the right moment. You're never going to feel like you're ready. So just do it anyway. Number 5, I'm afraid of failure. This is a big one, and we're always afraid of failing. And failure is scary. Failure hurts, it feels bad. But here's the truth. No one has ever failed at something. Not a single person. The only people who appear to have failed are the ones who didn't try hard enough to succeed. If you're trying your hardest and it still doesn't work out, then it wasn't meant to be. You just move on to the next thing. But no one has ever failed. Every single person who has ever lived has accomplished something, everyone. The people who you think have failed, they haven't. They've just chosen to move on to something else. So if you're telling yourself I'm afraid of failure, realize that that's just an excuse. Failure doesn't exist. You're either going to succeed or you're going to learn how to do something. There is no other option. Number 6, I'm not motivated. Another classic excuse. I'm just not motivated right now. But here's the thing. Motivation is not the key to success. Discipline is. Motivation doesn't get you results. Discipline gets you results. Discipline is what separates winners from losers. Discipline is what allows you to push through when you don't feel like it. So if you're telling yourself, I'm not motivated, stop doing that right now. Motivation isn't the key. Discipline is. And number 7, I don't have anyone to help me. We tell ourselves this all the time. I don't have anyone to help me. I don't have a mentor. I don't have anyone to guide me. But here's the thing. You don't need anyone to help you. All the information that you could ever hope to learn is available online for free. There are tons of great books out there that you can read. There are podcasts. There are videos. There is so much information out there that you can learn pretty much anything for free. So if you're telling yourself, I don't have anyone to help me, that's just an excuse. Stop telling yourself that right now. So if you found yourself telling any of these excuses to yourself, realize that that's an excuse. That's just something that you're telling yourself to avoid doing something that you don't really want to do. So stop making excuses and start taking action now. Take action now. Don't wait another second. If you want to make something of yourself, if you want to accomplish something, if you want to leave a legacy behind, then stop making excuses and start taking action now. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this message hit me right in the heart. Your words have a way of lighting a fire within. Thank you, Eddie, for reminding us that our inner strength is more powerful than any obstacle. Me.